Well, my friends, it's obvious right now the pharmaceutical industry and their cronies in the mainstream media are working overtime to make bird flu a thing. It's like high-waisted jeans or any show from the 90s. They keep trying to bring bird flu back. Now, I took it upon myself to speak with several people in the farming industry who all say this fear-mongering has gotten out of control. They say bird flu, it's been around forever, but only now that we have a new administration coming in are people going on TV and laying the groundwork to shut down the country. Now, what the mainstream media doesn't want to report are the actual facts in the data. So if we look at 2024, we have 65 cases of H5N1. That is the bird flu. Of those cases, 39 were associated with dairy herds, 23 with poultry farms. There's only one serious case in Louisiana. The man is still alive, but he's over 65 with pre-existing conditions and was handling sick, dead birds. Now, this is the part they absolutely don't want you to know. There is zero evidence of human-to-human spread of the bird flu, not a shred of evidence that it can go from person to person. Now, despite all that information, this woman, Dr. Leana Wen, who is Big Pharma's biggest cheerleader, she's going on television and calling for the Biden administration to rush the authorization of a vaccine for bird flu.
There actually is a vaccine developed already against H5N1. The Biden administration has contracted with manufacturers to make almost 5 million doses of the vaccine. However, they have not asked the FDA to authorize the vaccine. There's research done on it. They could get this authorized now and also get the vaccine out and to farm workers and to vulnerable people. I think that's the right approach because we don't know what the Trump administration is going to be doing around bird flu. If they have people coming in with anti-vaccine stances, could they hold up vaccine authorization?
Now, I took it upon myself to pull up this woman's biography. She is the former president of Planned Parenthood. She writes for the Washington Post, and she was a spokesperson for the COVID-19 pandemic, whatever that means. So let's just say she's not going to be speaking at Turning Point. Now, you guys come to my page because I call it like I see it. There is just something about this woman I do not trust. When I look at her, I'm very streetwise, I'm very perceptive. I do not trust her. She even posted a picture in 2022 of her very young children with masks on, saying she was so happy kids under 5 could now get the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines for COVID. I don't know if she has anything to gain financially from Pfizer, but she has received awards sponsored by the company. She has posts praising Fauci as her Lord and Savior. She wrote an op-ed in July for the Washington Post after Joe Biden dropped out, saying, "Thank you, President Biden, for leading us through the pandemic." She's also said horrific, terrible things about Donald Trump's incoming appointees and his administration, but she has no problem with Rachel Levine. So she wants us to get health advice from a man in a dress, not people who actually work out every day and are healthy. So this supposed health expert wants all of us to get vaccinated against bird flu, which can't even spread from person to person right now, but she doesn't want to talk about exercise, eating well, getting sunlight, vitamin D, adequate rest. She doesn't want to talk about those things on television. Now, the mainstream media, most of these cable news networks, they are making billions of dollars from pharmaceutical advertisers. The US and New Zealand, they're actually the only two developed nations that allow big pharma ads on television. So someone like Dr. Leana Wen, she is crack for Big Pharma and the television network. She's going on TV, calling for the authorization of a new vaccine. That's going to put billions of dollars in the pockets of the pharmaceutical companies. And the television networks, they're also going to profit as well because those are their advertisers. Now, like I always say, I've never taken a dollar from the RNC or the DNC or any special interest group. The only thing I'm beholden to is the truth. And I would respect people like this a lot more if they went on TV and were honest. Instead of telling us we have our heads in the sand, we're not reacting fast enough, everybody be scared, we could shut down the country, emergency authorization, why don't you tell us there's no human-to-human spread right now? Not a shred of evidence that it can spread from human to human, but you're going on TV and doing this fear-mongering. So in conclusion, when it comes to bird flu, I'm not going to listen to bird-brained people, especially these health experts who have said Joe Biden, he's in perfect condition, he's doing cartwheels in private, we have nothing to worry about, he's not in decline. You people want us to believe you now after lying to us for years. All right, my friends, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me how you feel about bird flu. How do you feel about pharmaceutical advertising on television? I will see you on the next one. Bye.